All right, guys. Let's dive in. So, guys, we'll do a bit of the warm up together, review how to do these borrowing type questions, and then kind of release responsibility to you. So, do you guys remember what a down payment was? Dan, do you remember?
A lump sum payment that you pay up front.
Yep. So if Fort's home, all in $450,000. He does not have to borrow all of that. He has $25,000. So for his present value, we'll just do a little subtraction here. You guys just got to keep that in mind with your borrowing questions. There's a down payment. You got to subtract that, which I think is $425,000. Again, the TI Inspires are at the right side of the room, right for me, or you can bring up a solver on your phone, or you can break open a laptop and load it up there, whatever you choose to do. All right, let's determine his mortgage payment. So he has an interest rate of 2.34%. Again, this warm up. We're just getting back in this swing of things, and I'm just making sure we're all comfortable setting these kind of things up. 25 years, and he's making semi-monthly payments. So I prompted you guys that it's 24 year. How many payments is that? We always have to do these little multiplications. 25 years of semi-monthly payments. It's a lot of payments. I think it's 600, right? All right. Board has to borrow $450,000. We're determining his mortgage payment, so we're solving for PMT. All right, guys, and here's where we just got to get on the same page, being careful for a mortgage problem. Bort makes 24 payments per year, but in Canada, interest can only be calculated, you guys remember? How many times? Nathan, remember? Twice per year. Makes a small difference. You guys will be calculating a lot of payments today in your task. So we're getting warmed up. So I've got my TVM solver up here in this tab. You guys have it open on your phone. You guys have it expire. You're doing. Let's find his payment. I have a feeling that you can do 25 on this one and click times 24. No, it doesn't do that. We just got to type in 600. 2.34. 425,000. FV is 0. 24 and 2, we said. All right. You guys may have noticed on this updated one, when you change P/Y, it updates C/Y. For mortgages, got to be 2. At least for mortgages in Canada. All right, let's find his payment, and let's do the type of stuff I'm going to ask you guys to do later. Okay, so this is $934.63, and that would be twice a month. $934.63. I turned 40 over the break, so my memory, see if I can remember this number. $934.63. Was that it? It was it. Hooray. And it was a negative because we're paying it. Ford has to pay $934.63 twice a month. One of the important things we did looking at mortgages was look at how much interest you have to pay because it's a lot, right? David, I got you. You got one of these sheets, right? Okay, perfect. Um, as we talked about, a lot of those initial payments are just interest. Not a lot pays it down. So this is a downside of compound interest. Let's review how to calculate the total interest paid over the mortgage. Not too hard. Take your number of payments, multiply by the payment amount. Bob's your uncle. So 600 payments of 943.63, 934.63, 934.63. Let's find out how much that is. All right. You guys double check too. But what we've just shown is okay, borrowed $425,000 for his home. In the end, is that paying about $561,000. The rest, all the difference is interest. Let's find the difference. When you guys, I'm showing my work here. When you guys are doing your task today, you're going to be doing this several times. And I don't necessarily need you to show me this calculation every time, but we're just subtracting future value minus present value. Going to squeeze this in here. Could have made a bigger box, I guess. Minus 425,000. Yikes. 135,778. The reality of mortgages, the banks are making a lot of money off of us. Even though the interest rates are so small, we're usually borrowing so much. And this is a fairly realistic question. Maybe not in Guelph or like Toronto, but like this isn't this is a more realistic value for a home or condo price. And 2.34% is a bit more realistic for interest rates these days. So fairly realistic. Again, this is the kind of thing you guys be doing in your task. Anything you want to chat about? You guys okay doing that? Task is pretty light, just doing a lot of comparisons. I think you guys should be able to handle it. So what you'll be doing is you guys will be changing parameters and then recalculating a payment and then comparing interest. So we're going to do that with one question here. And I thought this would be interesting to do because in the United States, banks are allowed to calculate interest every month instead of twice a year. Yep. So we have a little bit more protection for consumers in Canada with respect to mortgages. So we're just going to see how much, like, does that make a huge difference? Well, let's find out. We're going to look at a mortgage of $500,000, and it's going to be 3% per year for both. And the amortization period for the mortgage is for 25 years. So we're going to calculate the total interest. So we're going to be looking for what the mortgage payment is for both of these. And then do a little interest comparison. So just like we did on the previous page, let me do the first one with you guys and then kind of let you guys try the second one on your own. So it's 25 years, and we are doing, the question indicates we're doing monthly payments. Monthly payments this time. That should be half of 600, which is 300, I believe. 300 payments. 3%. We're using nice round numbers. We're borrowing $500,000. FB is 0. It's all gone. Okay. For Canada, we're making 12 payments per year, but interest can only be calculated twice per year. Your screen for the US one is exactly the same with CPY being 12. So let's just get that filled in. 300, 3%, $500,000. But this time we're making 12 payments per year and interest is calculated 12 times per year. I can zoom out a tiny bit to get both of those in. There you go. So I'll let you guys start on this now. Calculate the monthly payment. and then do the same thing we did on the previous question. Find how much total interest is paid. So we can see, is it really a big deal? I don't know, let's find it. Crash course. Dun, 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 dun. All right, I'm going to play some catch up here. 300, 3, 500, FE is 0, 12, and 2. Did you guys get this for Canada? Yeah, perfect. 236623. 236623. Jordan Lemieux Jordan. I can remember that one. Jordan Lemieux Jordan. All right, and for the US one, all we got to do is change C/Y to 12 and recalculate. 237106. No complaints. My tablet's complaining. I already forgot the number. 237106 minus 237106. Okay, so roughly a $5 difference in the monthly payment, but let's just do a comparison, see how much we're saving. So we're going to find the total interest. Now, I don't need you guys to show me the calculation. You can just do 300 times the monthly payment. That's okay with me. If you like showing the work, go for it. 300 times 2, 366.23. Okay. In Canada, you would be paying $709,000. A little bit more than that. $709,869 in total. And hopefully you guys are okay. I used a nice round number for what we're borrowing. It's $500,000. So it's not too hard to do the mental math there. The interest would be $209,869. Yikes. So Canada's bank gets that much. Good for them. All right, let's find the interest for the American bank. 300 times 2371.06. 711,318 seems about right. Subtract 500,000. The American bank would make $211,000 of interest, and we can make an apples to apples comparison by just subtracting the interest from both. So that's what we'll do, and then this warm up is complete. 211,318 minus 209,869. I'll shift this up a little bit. Hi, Amy. Looks like just over $1,000. Anyone else get that? 1,449 saved by living in Canada with our rules. Didn't even do it.
I'm doing it right now.
I got 1,440. I only gave you 1,000.
Oh. Do. Scroll up. Up here. Yep. Did I punch it in wrong? 211,318 minus 209,869.
I get 1,458.
58. Was I dyslexic here? 211.
No, I didn't have a 9 on my interest.
Okay. Looks okay. All right. So in your mortgages task today, you'll be calculating some payments. You'll be doing some interest calculations. You'll be making some comparisons. I'm going to pass that around. You guys can work with the people you like working with. And yeah, it should be a good rest of the day. That's a nice bright orange.
I'm not writing on that. I was gonna give me like night blindness. I'm a big blind by writing. Wow. It is.
All right, I might just bring the assignment up and then have a little chat about it and then turn you guys loose. All right, guys. So one thing you'll notice is in this question, we're only using $100,000 for our present value. That's very low for a mortgage, but it's just going to make calculating interest easier. It's very easy to subtract $100,000 from something. And for this question, in question one, you're going to do, it's the same mortgage, $100,000. It's the same interest rate. It's monthly. But we're going to see what happens when people pay off their mortgage faster and faster and faster. So you're going to find the monthly payment for 4 different possible number of payments: 15 years, 20 years, 25 years, and 30 years. And what are you guys going to put in CPY for all of them? 2, right? In Canada, it's 2 for mortgages all the time. Just a reminder. And then I have a little summary table where you're going to find the interest. And I kind of tell you how to do that. Multiply N times PMT, right? Get the total payments and then subtract 100,000. Nice round number, easy to subtract. And then you'll be able to make a comparison and answer a few concluding statements. Like, how does the monthly payment change as you take more time to pay it off? I think it's very straightforward. In the second question, you guys are comparing mortgage payments when you just choose to pay it off at different frequencies. This one's very interesting. So for all of these scenarios, it's 25 years, but you're looking at, hey, is there a difference if I make 24 payments a year versus 26, like every other week or every week? Is there an advantage or disadvantage to any one of these? So you guys are doing those. So that's it. I am here to help you. I'd be glad to help you, but I'm going to turn you guys loose. You can work with others and just do your best. Remember, the finance stuff cannot negatively affect your mark. It can help it, though. So why don't we do a good job? Lots of calculations. Yep.